This is going to be a powerful live stream. I want to open many records and answer your questions. The people here in the community have my priority. But if there are no questions here, then I will answer all the questions that are in the chat. So feel free to put them in the chat. There's one thing that I want to start with today, and that's actually, I channeled a lot this week. I am channeling a course. I'm channeling actually my own future, and you know, like I'm always curious, like where this is going, what can I do, how can I upgrade myself, and all of these things. And I have been channeling a lot, and it's been blowing my mind about what is coming through. And first of all, the way of working is completely changing. Not only are people more called to do what they came here to do, there is sometimes even a now or never energy inside of them. Also, the big corporates are firing a lot of people because, and with AI, and with also maybe other factors, like there is just some things are just simply not needed anymore, like especially repetitive tasks and administrative work, and all of these things are becoming obsolete. Even programming, which was a high level skill, you don't need it anymore. Just with a little bit of programming knowledge, I have a little bit of programming knowledge, you can actually come very far in what you want to create if you have an idea for an app, for a web app. So people don't need so many programmers anymore. Like maybe a team of programmers can be exchanged with a senior programmer and AI. And that's weird. But that also opens up the floor to truly start doing what we came here to do. And that's been the clarity that's been coming through in the last months. That's also one reason why at the moment the Sacred Alignment Academy, where you all in the Zoom here are part of, is very much focusing on starting doing what you love and to make sure you get paying clients from that. And after paying clients, even make it so beautiful that you can completely live from it. This is one thing that I want to set up, and I want to make this easier and easier and easier. Also because it has been one of my latest transformations in life. And then I started helping other people with it. And I just love it. You know, we like most of the time, we actually have all the resources. We have access to everything we need. The only thing that is missing is that we have the awareness that we actually have all the resources and that we have all the access we need. And to just be coming from a limited space to now being on the other side, living completely in possibility, I have the feeling you can really throw any problem at me and I can make a business plan out of it. So anything you're passionate about, anything you would love to do, I have the feeling it's actually by your design, right? Like one thing that I have been noticing is music. Like I in the community, I just posted a question, and it was so beautiful. The answers that are already there are so beautiful. Like when you were a child, what did you love to create, and how did you love to play? And we already got so many beautiful stories. One thing that I had as a child, and my parents were really into music, especially alternative music. And they had great speakers. They built their own speakers. So like the music was loud in our house. So they were many times dancing. Even sometimes my dad picked me up and used me as a guitar in a fun way. It was good. It was fun. So I still have these memories. And at one point, I found the music in the car a little bit boring. So I started to make like CDs from different songs out of his music collection. I burned different songs on a CD, and then I had a CD with only my music for in the car. And that's when I was very young, I was already creating that. I called it Phil Factory, named after a band called Fear Factory. So I had my Phil Factory CDs. I made more than 7, I think 7 or 8 editions of that. And that's something very specific. But now when I'm in my 30s, I'm still, the music is constantly coming back. It's constantly nagging. It's constantly like, man. And when I go into the Akashic records, they have confirmed for me since the beginning I connect with them. Like that I am here to develop a new sound, that I need to go into music production, that I need to understand how synthesizers work, how synthesis works, how vibration works, all of that. And now I'm ready to actually, the course that has been channeled for the Sacred Alignment Academy, I'm ready to actually put it to the test and to make sure that, oh, wait a second. That's funny. Let me see if it goes back up. So I have my VPN on. I'm curious if you know what a VPN is. If you don't know what a VPN is, I highly recommend having a VPN. So because I have my VPN on, I saw a warning on my YouTube screen like, oh, your bitrate is very low. It's like, oh, but I have really great internet over here. And I was like, my VPN is on. So I turned off my VPN, but that also stopped the YouTube stream completely. But I think we're back. So I already feel blessed by taking the first steps in doing what I love, which is personal development, which is channeling, which is spiritual development, which is helping people, transformation. Like, I love that. But one part that was still missing in my alignment, or not missing, but I'm just a little bit utilizing it, is music. You know, I do sometimes live meditations where I play the music live. I do things like that, but I never went fully into that journey, and now feels that I'm aligning myself on a deeper level. I want to say all this because I looked at the date, I looked at the time, and it's now the 25th of September. So it's almost October. And that means we have 3 months left until the end of the year. And I was thinking of that, like, wow, okay, also the course that I'm creating in the Sacred Alignment Academy is 2 times 90 days. So it's 3 months. And I was like, wouldn't it be awesome if you could start today, and then before the new year is going into 2026, you have something to share. You have something that you truly love to share. Well, because there isn't a better way for people that are motivated in transformation and new year. So if you are able to, and if you want to facilitate some kind of transformation, right now is a very perfect way to start building it so that you have something to share at the end of the year. So that's what I wanted to talk about. Like, wow, this is incredible. So if you have questions specifically about that, about starting something that you love, about already being on the journey, you know, maybe you are already part of the course, maybe you have questions about the course, they're very welcome. If you have questions about doing what you love, it's very welcome. I want to make this journey as easy as possible. I want to make sure you have all the awareness to all the access you have and all the resources you have. So I hope after this call, you know about a lot more resources, you know about how the energetics work behind it, because the old ways of doing things are simply not working anymore. We need to find new models, new things, like the old, even established businesses. They are on the back end seeing great drops in sales because our consciousness is so high. We see through the marketing tactics now. And that's always been the case. Like marketing always needs to upgrade itself because the consciousness gets higher and higher, and certain tactics don't work anymore. And certain ways to offer something work anymore. And what is beautiful about that, the only thing that still works is actually to base it fully in love. To base it fully in love and you know, like in transformation that is nourishing to someone. It's not only a transformation, it's a transformation and it's a great connection and it is a beautiful, loving experience. So I'm here to talk about all of this, and I want to say I have something very special. It came through in a meditation. These things always come through in meditation. All that I do come through in meditation. Some people ask me, why didn't you do anything on the 999? Or why didn't you do anything, you know, about the eclipses? First of all, I'm not an astrologer. So, and second, I only do things when I'm guided to do things. So if like on the 8/8, I was very guided with the August of Abundance challenge. I was very guided. On the 9/9, nothing came true. I only had some personal guidance for myself, but nothing to share. So then I also trust that my colleagues, my fellow spiritual creators, will take care of that, you know, and I will be called when I need to get, anyway, I'm called right now to offer for 6 people a very special journey. And these 6 people, it's made to start in the first week of October, which is very soon, and to go for the next 3 months into sharing something you truly love to do. I did it like earlier this year, and I absolutely loved the progress that we made and the services and products that came through that. I would love to do it again, and then with the promise that before the end of the year, you have something very powerful to share. If you want to do that in a small group journey with 6 people, if you know the mastermind structure, it is like a mastermind structure. Send me an email, or if you're in the community, let me know. Just by DMing me or sharing with me, you have my contact there. If you're not in the community, share an email, love@akashicrecordschool.com. That's the best way you can connect with me, love@akashicrecordschool.com. So that's what I want to say. I'm open for questions, and I'm curious how this feels. My incense went back off, so. Are there any questions here in the room, in the YouTube chat? Feel free to give me questions. I can open any records. And I would love to answer as much as I can. Yes, Luke.
I have a question. I don't know if it's appropriate here, but it's basically a question in 3 parts. The first is, and it's about negative energy portals, or energetic portals. How many negative energetic portals are currently active or open on planet Earth? That's one. And 2 parts of the second question are, have I closed negative energetic portals correctly in the past month and a half? And am I creating and placing positive energetic portals correctly?
Okay, that's cool. That's a personal question. Do I have your permission to? Yes. Do I have your permission to open your record?
Yes, please.
Beautiful. Yeah. Yeah, it's a beautiful question because, you know, also I think portals and portal knowledge will get more and more common as we are ascending as humanity. It was one of the first things the Akashic Records actually taught me, is to open and close portals. Way before they said I needed to become a teacher. So let's go. Let me open your records. Dear records, do you know the question? The three-part question that Luke just asked? Yes. We are ready to start, okay. Dear one, it is truly a pleasure to connect with you like this again. We want to say to you that your work has been going quite all right, but there are some extra steps that we can give you. We would love to give you this in a personal space, even though we can guide you already about what we are here to give you. But when it comes to how many there are, this is depending from moment to moment, because there are many grid workers right now on your planet closing it. There's also many negative beings that are noticing the closing of these portals, try to open them, try to reuse them. The negative is a little bit more in a panicking state just because of the low frequency nature of it. But at the same time, these portals are quite shall we say, affecting people's growth. Both light and darkness portals, and what we mean with that is high currents of energy from certain frequencies that run through a place, a building, a field, a city, the skies, wherever you want to put them, are like wind gusts from a certain vibration. So if you talk about negative energy or dark energy portals, it means that the energy that comes out of such a stream is of the lower frequency side. If you talk about light portals, it means that it's on the higher frequency side and therefore lighter in your experience. It's very easy to feel when a portal is from darkness or from light. When it is darkness, or you start to feel very dense and heavy and somehow your body slows down in energy, or the energy can be very glitchy. What we mean with that is distorted energy, weird things that just doesn't seem right. Whenever a lot of that is in or around your field, you might be in such a portal stream. On the other hand, light streams can be signified with a certain lightness, with a certain weightlessness, and it most of the time feels like a fresh and empowering breeze. So your mood lights up a little bit. You start to easily smile a little bit more. Your energy starts to become lighter. If the portal is strong, you might even feel invincible, as if nothing can possibly bring you down ever again. This is the empowering feeling you might get from such a portal. Now, how many there are switches very quickly, and it's in the many thousands. In some occasions, it might be even in the millions. And then in other locations, it will go back into the thousands. And that's because there is so much work done on the planet right now by so many different multidimensional beings. If we say an answer right now, in the next second, it will already be a different number. So what we want to say is that your measurements are correct. And we want to say that you will notice that in your measurements also there will be some fluctuations just because there is so much work done right now. When it comes to if you successfully close them and at the same time if you successfully opened portals of the light, we want to say, yes, your intention is all right, but you can strengthen your methods and work greatly. This can be done with a more firm and powerful stance, with repeating your intention and your affirmation with more power, so that every vibration sounds true clearly in all of the dimensions. And we would love to give you some personal instructions at another time when this conversation is not streamed, because some information is just personal for you and it will be not of the highest benefit for everyone to hear this, because everyone is on their own journey. And sometimes when we really start to talk about advanced stages of spirituality, people that just come looking will be like, what? In which world these persons are living in? Of course, sooner or later they will be in the same situation, but we want to respect everyone's journey. And so we will scratch the surface a little bit more here and go into the depth when we have the opportunity to see each other and stream like this personally. We hope this answer is satisfying your curiosity, dear one. Thank you for your question. Oh, I got very hot. Okay. I hope it was good. I saw almost like a big cheese, like as if the earth is a big, is a big cheese with, you know, like, yeah, of course, you know, cheese. We both from the Netherlands, like 𝐀𝐥𝐻𝐵𝐾𝐝, like but then open and closing, like, and I just saw like a ball full of portals opening, closing, opening, closing, closing, opening. It was a very complex visual, but it felt nice. I believe the world looks very different when we are looking at it from another dimension. You know, if we will be truly in the fifth dimension, the world looks completely different. Even a 5-dimensional cube or a 5-dimensional circle or ball is like, I don't even know how to say that. Is my volume low? Or is your volume low? For me, it's maximum. For me, it's on maximum settings. So, okay, that was a beautiful question. Thank you. So yes, I have here a question of Carolyn, I think. The marketing part is very interesting. What are some new ways of marketing in a high frequency way? I really don't like strategy and manipulation, and there's got to be other ways. I agree. Yeah, and I'm exploring a lot of them. This is one way, actually. Not that I'm consciously marketing, but just giving value, right? Just giving value is a perfect way for people to, just like even really on a market. If there's a market person that is really confident about his fruits and he just cut up a couple of peaches and he just giving them to people, right? Like, hey, here, wow, these peaches are so good. Here's a little peach and here's a little peach. We had that here in the market. They were indeed so good. We immediately bought 2 kilos of peaches because they were amazing. So, yeah, I'm curious about this. So let us ask. I need to close Luke's akashic records, and then I will open the akashic records of marketing. love and light, I hereby open the akashic records of marketing using the secret. Dear records, can you talk us about the new ways of marketing that are coming and how people can authentically share their gifts? Beautiful question. Now, the first thing that is really important when it comes to the new way of marketing is that people learn how to listen. Listen to themselves and listen to their clients or possible clients way more carefully and way more from the heart, not from the mind. From the heart you can listen to. And by listening, automatically the new tactics will come up. The new ways of doing things will come up. Now, what is interesting is that humans need a lot more proof right now before they are ready to buy something. If you just go back 15 years ago, if somebody had a website, you already thought, oh, this is a professional service. I'm going to buy for something. But now everyone has a website. That doesn't work anymore. And so then when somebody had a little bit of social media followers, you were also like, oh, wow, this person has a lot of followers. This must be a person of influence. But at the moment, big social media accounts can just be bought. And even the big scammers can have social media accounts with a lot of followers. So people are not buying like that anymore. This is continuing again and again. You want to become a professional authority, but that sounds very official. But what it truly means is that it is powerful when you develop trust in someone else that wants to buy from you. And the best way to develop trust is to be yourself, to keep on listening to yourself and through the other, and to be of service and give value. Once a person has received enough value for you, they would love to buy what you have, and they can trust that it will be great because they already have interacted with you. What this means is it becomes harder and harder for scammers and people with bad intentions to start selling you things. You also have to be aware, because at the same time, it's easier and easier to fake people that you know. And so listen really well, because AI will be able to fake voices, to fake video. At the moment, you still see it, but eventually it will not be seen. And so they can fake a person that you truly trust, and therefore let you buy something, you believing it is the real person, but it is not. So this also means that people become more aware of the technology, become more aware of their own senses, and become more aware if something is AI or not AI. Now we are pushing this channel to speak more about this. And we already created a couple of videos that is talking specifically about how you can discern a real from AI. To already develop these skills is essential, but this goes away from your original question. The true way to be yourself, to market, to create trust, is to respond to inner knowing, using your own gifts and your own resources to create value. And because we are able to read the statistics of this channel, we see that you are very great in art. Some people love your art so much they buy it on the spot, but others would love to maybe see 5 different paintings before they buy something. And others, they might want to see 20 paintings before they buy one. And others might want to have spoken with you a couple times and know who the artist is behind the painting and the story behind the painting before they buy something. But if you continue to listen to what is alive in you and to put that on canvas and to display that canvas in front of people, you are developing trust. And by continuously developing trust, you will be able to buy things. It becomes, in a way, a very beautiful economy like this, but with the caveat that the criminals also have great tools at their disposal, the same tools that the light has at their disposal. But especially people that are in the limelight, people that have millions of followers, might need to look out, because fake videos, fake information, fake statements will go around. But you don't have to worry about that, especially not when you are serving in physical ways. You going out there, connecting, having expositions, creating coffees with each other, coffee meetings with each other, and you bring a couple of paintings. These kind of things will become even more valuable than before your big pandemic happened. Human connection is basically what it is all about, and it will stay there. This will not change. Only the superficial human will constantly fall for the tactics of AI, but the human that is connected, that is listening, will always feel human connection behind everything that is created. Just like you notice if a meal is created just superficially or with a lot of love, even though it has the same ingredients, the meal that is made of love tastes differently. There is an energy exchange that AI can never produce. And the new marketing will be fully leaning on these qualities, leaning on human connection, leaning on human love, human passion, human truth. This will only become rarer and more profound. Therefore, you can also charge higher prices, which is easier, because instead of selling 5 paintings, you might only need to sell once. And at the same time, you can truly lean on the human connection. Tell the human story behind it. Go to human events. And it is even weird that we need to say human events instead of events. But it is true. Technology is going fast. Robots and AI are going to take a lot of the repetitive tasks away from you. And that is why it is more profound than ever that you start to find your own gifts, your own voice, and you know how to express that with authenticity to a market that would love to buy what you create. So lean in. Lean in on your authenticity, lean in on your human quirks, lean in on the beautiful person that you are. You don't have to be perfect, you have to be you and to be able to show that you are you. This is the best marketing that we can give you. And if you do that in everything you do, in the posters that you make, in the advertisement that you might have, in the collaborations you might have with people that are running newsletters or people that are running expositions or museums or whatever have you. Start to collaborate. Start to create human connection again. Don't feel afraid to go for a coffee. Don't feel afraid to travel half an hour to an hour to see someone. That is possibly a really great match because nobody is doing it anymore. You have a great opportunity there. Go for it and you will see magic happening in your business very soon. Thank you. And we feel the need to share a little bit more about this. So we will instruct this channel to produce an Akashic channel completely based on the new level of marketing. So we can explore this topic in a little bit more depth. Let us know if that is in your interest fields, dear ones that are currently listening. Thank you. Wow, that was mega interesting. Okay, thank you. Wow. Thank you for your question, Caroline. That was beautiful. And before I answered that question, I saw that Maggie raised her hand, but I don't know if that's still relevant. Do you have a question, Maggie?
No, I didn't raise my hand.
Oh, sorry. I thought I saw that. Maybe it was Anastasia. Sorry,
Yes.
I just saw before I went to the question a quick hand raise. It was like, oh, okay. But okay. Yes.
Hello.
Hello, Anastasia. Good to see you.
It's a personal question, so I don't know if I can.
Of course.
Okay. The last 3-4 months, I feel that the calling and guidance to translate into the Greek language a certain website, which is I don't know if I would like not to say the name
That's
of the
perfect.
site.
That's perfect.
So I had a contact yesterday with the creator of the site, telling him what I would like to do, and I had a very an answer that I was waiting for it. So she told me that the Christ consciousness is now under a very heavy attack, and that her websites and are attacked right now. So they hate her a lot. You know, the dark forces, let's say,
Right.
and that this hate might come over me if I want to continue with this project.
Yeah.
And so I was wondering if I could have an advice from the akashic records about this.
Beautiful. Yes. Like first of all, from a human perspective, I know a really awesome person that has a really awesome protection service, especially for this. I will make sure he contacts you. He contacts you. Wink, 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 because he is in this room. Wink, wink. So that's really good. No, it's an amazing thing. Yes, there's a lot of attacks happening, and yes, there's also beautiful protection services and clearance services. So that might be of a really great benefit, right? At least I would love to make the recommendation. I don't know if it's welcome, but I would love to make that recommendation. And I will love to open your records. Can you put your full name in the chat. You don't have to say it, but in the chat.
We don't say it? No. Okay, I will put right now.
Yeah, and I want to ask you for permission
You have
to
my permission.
open your thank you.
Is it okay?
Yes, I will quickly say hi to Porsche 911 GT3 RS. That's a cool car, man, or woman. Yes, you just came out of a meditation and now you're here. Welcome. I would love to, if there's no question here in the community, I can come to your question. That's perfect. Yes, I see it. Okay, there's no second names or third names. This is it?
No, this is
Beautiful. Okay, I will open your records. Let's see what they have to say. Dear records of Anastasia, is there anything of information based on the website translation that you can give her? First of all, your records feel very funny. Every records feel a little bit different. Your records feel like a really good time. They feel very funny. Oh my God. In a good way, you know, in a good, like, having a good time way, funny. Yeah. It's the first time I feel this quality. Okay, can you go through the... Yes, dear one. We are grateful you asked for help, and it is great that you offered your help. And there is a reason why you had that conversation. There is a reason why you bring it up right now. There is a reason that exactly the right person is in this Zoom room, that this channel would love to direct you. And there is a reason why now your records are open, so we can give you also some personal advice and guidance. First of all, it is really beautiful and important to start learning how to protect and cleanse energies and to make yourself immune for attacks. This is a journey because there are many levels to this game, but you can already start and grow by just taking the first step in these directions. You already are and have developed some beautiful methods in your arsenal. And by being right now in the journey you are on, there will be more ways of protection, cleansing, and clearing that are happening and that you will encounter. So first of all, know that you're a person that is also able to help others with clearance of darkness attacks. And what is so beautiful and powerful about this is that indeed darkness can attack people, but it also can attack buildings, it also can attack websites, and it also can attack and has been attacking AI algorithms. That's why it's very important that you start to learn how to clean things, because AI algorithms and the output that come out might be cleaning first. What was that? I got out of the channel. Sorry, there was a voice. Okay, I continue. Please continue. Yes, it is important that you understand how to clean these things first, especially if you are also creating something with AI to make sure this cleansing has been done before it lands on your computer or before you do anything with it, because the algorithms are full of it. And therefore, it is great that more people start to become aware of it and start to learn it. It is in a way just like when you have a garden that you get the weeds out. Every person that has a garden with plants knows or needs to know at one point how to get the weeds out. The same is happening on the energetic level. There are weeds and pests and unwanted frequencies flowing around. It's not more than before, but it is more intense than before because the light is growing so fast. The methods in which they are intervening are also more extreme. The funny thing is, but please don't tell the darkness this, is that they only make us stronger. And therefore, it is not necessarily a bad thing to be attacked, but it's a beautiful thing because such an attack signifies and results in a reason to be able to defend yourself better, to protect yourself more, and in so doing, you become a more capable, energetic being. So yes, dear one, allow yourself to open the topic a little bit. Connect with people here in the community, continue the conversation. Offer help, especially on the front. And she will immediately notice if her website is still under attack or if it will stop. Beings of that nature and of that sensitivity notice very quickly what is going on. So allow yourself to dive into the topic and continue to have the conversations and know that you can indeed at one point translate, and at the same time you might also notice and notify her that if she wants to translate it with AI, that there are some dark frequencies that come with that, and to make sure that she's aware of that. It's not a problem. It's just at the moment the way it is, because it's such a hype. Darkness likes to go to all the hypes. That's also why there are so many celebrity scandals. But allow yourself to indeed make sure that you know how to cleanse and clean it. That if somebody uses AI, it is at least been cleansed before it goes onto her page. And ideally, like we said before, the best way of translating this would indeed be from a human that put a lot of love in it, because every Greek reader will feel that love coming from the page. Humans will never be replaced. Maybe on a superficial level, a lot of tasks humans don't have to do anymore. But on an energetic level, on a love level, you can never be replaced. So allow yourself to offer those two things to your collaborator. Allow yourself to offer protection services and offer Greek translation from the frequency of love and above. Thank you. We hope this helps. Thank you. How was that? Can you do something with this?
Yes, I need someone to teach me what they mean by what I have to do so as to protect and clean my energies.
Yes, yes, yes.
Because I do something now, but as I can understand now, this is not enough.
Right. I'm also like not able to protect everything. That's why I have this amazing soul with me that I'm very grateful for, that I constantly ask for protecting. So I asked to protect this live stream, for example. I asked to protect this meeting and this live stream. I asked to protect this sacred alignment community. Sometimes I want to clear it too, but my current levels are not ready yet to clear everything. And then I ask him, and it's gone. It's gone in a second.
So I need the guidance to
Yes.
find out
Yes, the
what
guidance.
exactly they want.
Yeah, the guidance will be sent to you. So I wanna recommend to or in the chat of the Sacred Alignment Academy, or in the chat here, or in the personal messages in the community. If you can connect with each other, like I'm now a little bit anonymous because I think that's the most respectful. But yeah, it will be good to connect, and I can make the connection as well for you. That will all be arranged. All will be arranged. Thank you for asking the question. That's beautiful. So thank you. I don't see any hands raised here. I have here the Porsche 911 GTR RS, which might be called Katarina. Is it a Katarina I know? Maybe it's Katarina I know. Maybe not. No, it's first time on your channel. So there is a question here. The past 2 months, I have had an incredible amounts of information downloaded. I've quit my job. Congratulations. I've been meditating. Congratulations. And I'm doing so much. How can I create a greater connection to see the more fully? I don't know if there is something missing there between the and more. Maybe you ask to see more fully or to see something more fully. I'm on this channel, just got out of the meditation, so I'm very happy that the meditation guided you here. And oh, that's so funny that this just started playing after your meditation. Thank you, spirits, for bringing Katarina here. So what I can do, Katarina, and it's a topic that I really love, and I can ask the records. At the moment, the people here in my community, it's called the Sacred Alignment Community. It is about starting doing what you love and earning an income. These people have personal access to me, and they can send me messages, and I want to open their personal records. But what I can do for you is I can ask the records to, through my body, locate you, scan your field, and give an answer. It might not be as personal and as a personal records, but I will do my best to answer that question. So how can I create a greater connection to see more fully, to see my path more fully? Perfect. Can you scan Katarina's field with the YouTube channel Porsche 911 GT3 RS? Can you scan her field and give her guidance and a message? Beautiful. Thank you. Dear one, we are congratulating you on your leap of faith and of connecting more with your own ethereal nature, your spiritual essence. The funny thing is that most of the time when somebody connects with their spiritual essence, all of a sudden the physical world becomes a lot less clearer, but at the same time a lot more malleable. We want to give you an answer that is a little bit general, and at the same time we want to give you something personal that we see in your field. Let's start with the personal. We feel that there is a block inside of the throat area. This means that the energy in that area makes it very hard to flow. There are a couple of things you can do immediately to stop that block. Make sure you're not inhaling too much smoke. This can be exhausts, this can be smokes of yourself or others. Try to see if you can remove yourself from smoky areas and inhaling traffic. But then on the other hand, it's about the flowing of the voice, of your voice, and are you currently able to express what you're going through? Is there somebody you can talk to discuss your downloads, your insights with, or are you not feeling fully safe to express that? There needs to at least be a person, and hopefully in the near future many people, where you can talk to that also are able to fully hear you. Not just, oh yes, interesting, and moving on with their life. No, truly hear you. So we ask you to be very gentle with your throat area, to allow it to rest, to allow it to breathe in clean and fresh air, and at the same time to see if you can express it to somebody, what you're going through right now. This is important. Now, on a more general level, but this will be way more beneficial for all, how do you gain clarity on your path? That's actually not that hard. First, we need to make sure your window is clear. And what do we mean with your windows? With your windows, we mean the mind. If your mind feels cluttered, see if you can write it off you. If your mind feels chaotic, see if you can meditate a little bit longer until it fully calms. And if you're doing guided meditations, silence meditations, or musical meditations might have a better effect. The cleaning of the mind makes your windshield clean. As soon as the mind is clear, it's already, you are very easily seeing your path. You see where you're going. But then, if you don't like the direction that you're going and you want to move into your most purposeful path, allow yourself to feel how it feels like if you would be completely living your purpose. This is changing the directions of your navigation system. So, allow yourself to first make sure the mind is clear, and after that, make sure you are in the feeling of already living in your purpose. Don't see it from an outside perspective. Don't see it from, oh, hopefully one day I will live there and do this and make this amount of income. No, feel right now if you're living it. You're making people happy with your soul's gifts. You're making people happy with your presence, with your character, and with the things you feel called to do. And at the same time, you're supported financially completely. You're living in your purpose. You're living in your sweet spot. It just feels delicious. Like, be in these feelings more than the feelings that are now your day-to-day life. Be in the feeling of the wish fulfilled. That is a sentence from one of the famous manifestation coaches and guides, Neville Goddard. He discovered, among many, but he discovered in the Bible, of all books, that actually religion is also pointing towards feeling the wish fulfilled. And from the study, the deep study of the Bible, he was able to extract manifestation methods. So when the mind is clear, you see your path clearly. If you don't like the direction of it, change the direction by feeling in which way you want to go to. And let every feeling that is not in line with that feeling be a great trigger to move back to the feeling. We just said feeling there a lot, but what we mean is, if you feel scared, that's a great reason to go back into the wish fulfilled. If you feel panic or you feel confusion, it's a great reason to be in the wish fulfilled. But this is a nuanced topic, because we don't want you to bypass the feelings. We want you to notice the feelings, to acknowledge the feelings, and at the same time, make sure that the system knows which direction it is going. So it's not to change the panic or the fear or the scaredness or the sadness or whatever you might feel, the confusion. Still feel that. But feel that while you know that the direction you're going is a direction of purposeful life. This will make it very easy for you to see where you're going. And there are moments where you're not meant to see where you're going. And in those moments, if you feel your mind is clear and you still have no clue, in those moments, it is powerful to develop your trust, to still feel into the wish fulfilled, to still feel into the feelings, and at the same time to trust that life will get you. Because the more you trust, the more life shows you its hidden mechanics. But it first requires the leap of faith that you did, and then a level of trust in the midst of complete fog and confusion. If you can develop these things, dear one, you are very well on your way onto the dream that is in complete line with the downloads, with your intentions, with your soul's gifts. We wish you a great journey in so, but currently be especially very gentle with the throat. Make sure you are not neglecting the throat area. It is a powerful gateway as well from the heart to the mind and the mind to the heart. And in so doing, this gateway that we just have been talking about, by feeling the direction and at the same time having the mind clear, will be completely opened if your throat is also fully opened. We hope this makes sense. And know that there are journeys available to you, including the journey that we are downloading now to make this transition a lot easier for you. We call this sweet spot way of living something called sacred alignment. Sacred alignment is where your inner being is aligned with what spirit is giving you and the guidance of spirit, and is aligned with the current state of earth and which resources the earth is giving you, and at the same time what questions and what asks the earth and humanity has from you. There is a beautiful sweet spot for everyone, and the call towards that sweet spot will only grow bigger in the next decade. It already started, it will only increase, and you are one of the front runners of doing this. So we want to congratulate you, because you make the path easier for everyone else. Even though it still is a little bit foggy right now, you make this path easier to walk for everyone else that wants to start doing what they love to do and to be courageous in quitting their jobs. Congratulations, and we are here to support and help you along the way. Wow. Wow. Oh, you, like in the chat, Katarina says, I vape and I know that it is my throat that is blocked. I can't fully express myself to anyone. There you go. It's beyond words. I'm so grateful. I hope this helps. Yeah, sometimes you can ask a question and I give you a whole book. That is really awesome. Beautiful. Oh. Yeah, like, you know, if currently, like in the chat, he says like she's living in complete bliss with butterflies, hummingbirds, dragonflies, lizards, and the magic of nature. I'm so in love with all around me, but not much desire to be around people. You don't have to be all the time around a lot of people, especially right now. Like, you know, what I love so much about the system, about the sacred alignment system, the journey, is that it's completely tuned to whatever you feel right now, whatever you need right now. So if you're more in like an introverted period, perfect, right? You know, to be honest, if you live in paradise, there's a lot of people that need paradise, right? You might create a very premium experience. You might only invite 2 people a year to live for a week with you, and you charge a premium, and you can live that for the whole year. Like, you only need to make 2 sales a year. You only have to see 2 people a year, and you can come by. You know, like it's completely based and linked on what your current needs are. So, thank you. It's a beautiful question, and I think it's in my time, it's at the moment 2112, so it's 12/9. 2112. I like these mirror reflective things. I think it's a good time to close. So I want to thank you for the beautiful questions again. There was so much value and different topics, and at the same time it had somehow a thread that weaved through all of them. I'm very grateful to be with you. Special thank you to all the community members. So happy to grow with you. So great to see you go through this system. As I myself also go as a student through this system, it's incredible what it does with me. So thank you. We see each other Sunday. We see each other on YouTube whenever we see each other. And if you're interested in or joining the community, then there's a link in the description. Or if you want to have a small group setting with me that starts in October, and make sure you have something to share before the year ends, email me, love@akashicrecordschool.com. And that will come straight in my inbox, and then we can have a chat and we might form a very beautiful group. I would love to go with 6 people. It was very clear in my meditation. 6 people, this is the mission, go. So there I go. Okay, big hug to everyone. It was so good to be with you all. Thank you. Bye-bye. Wow, thank you everyone. I close the YouTube.